This remarkable feat of Victorian engineering has 82 arches and at over 3/4 of a mile in length is the largest masonry railway viaduct across a valley in Britain. Where am I? Find out in just a moment. On today's show, I'm with a young couple who are looking for a spacious family home to bring up their 2 young boys. Along the way, it's not an easy task to get the dimensions right.
Lots of space.
Yes. Yep.
Difficult to know what to do with it.
So could our mystery house end up being the best fit?
Just the sort of thing we were looking for. The kitchen's great.
Yeah, the kitchen's really lovely.
Today, I'm in the county of Rutland, and this is Welland Viaduct near the village of Seaton. When it was completed in 1878, it was used to run the London to Midlands Railway between Kettering and Manton. Today, it stretches across the border from Rutland to neighbouring Northamptonshire. Now, using over 30 million bricks and 400 workers and their horses, it took just 2 years to build this magnificent structure. It's a fine example of the heritage that can be seen in this small but perfectly formed county. So let's take a look at what else Rutland has to offer. Surrounded by its East Midland neighbours of Leicestershire, Lincolnshire and Northamptonshire, Rutland's longest distance from north to south extends 18 miles and 17 miles from east to west. Although it's the smallest county in England, it is home to Rutland Water, the UK's largest man-made lake. Widely regarded as a leading centre for water-based leisure activities, it's also a haven for wildlife. The county is dotted with pretty unspoilt villages such as Hambleton, as well as market towns like Oakham, with its 17th century buttercross, where locals would have once gathered to buy fresh produce. The county's borders have shifted over the years. In 1974, it was merged with Leicestershire. After a long campaign, independence was restored in 1997. Small this beautiful county may be, but living here can come at a cost. The price of an average detached property in Rutland will set you back over £272,000. That's some £16,000 above the national figure. Furthermore, in pretty heritage villages such as Hambleton, you could expect to pay a 30% premium. Move towards the more built-up areas such as Oakham and you'll find you'll get more for your money. But whatever your budget, Rutland has a different array of characterful architectural styles to choose from. As limestone forms the bedrock of this county, you'll find a range of attractive properties feature that familiar honey-coloured hue. This 2-bedroom house in the village of Edith Weston dates back to the 1850s and is on the market for £250,000. Ironstone is another variation, more prevalent in the south of the county where it's still quarried. This double-fronted 3-bedroom house in the village of Caldecott is Grade 2 listed and priced at £300,000. Many of Rutland's pretty cottages are roofed with Collie Western stone. Although it may look like slate, it's actually a type of limestone from near the Northamptonshire village that gives it its name. This 3-bedroom cottage near Edith Weston dates back to 1847 and could be yours for £279,000. A great range of traditional properties there, but what are today's buyers after? Let's meet them and find out. Civil engineer Matt and teacher Tessa have been living in their 3-bedroom end-of-terrace house in the city of Cambridge for the past 7 years. But since the arrival of their 2 sons, they've been seriously considering a more rural lifestyle.
Now's a good time to move because we have 2 little boys who are extremely energetic and we just want more space and we feel a little bit like they're bouncing off the walls.
Yeah, and also, I mean, we both grew up in small villages in the country and we've had a great time in Cambridge, but, we both want our boys to have that same lifestyle while they're growing up. So, you know, it just seems like the right moment when they're just preschool age, you know, and also it will reduce my commute an awful lot. I'm a bit fed up, to be honest, of an hour and 10 minutes each way in the car. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to finding somewhere a bit closer to the office.
Matt works in the west of Peterborough, so they've decided that the county of Rutland, just a short drive away, could be ideal. And Tessa's current line of work is something she can easily do from home.
Since giving up work after our second son, I have started to work for a company who sell cards and wrapping paper and gift boxes, and I sell them at craft fairs, Christmas fairs, and this is something that I'd like to continue when we move house.
The children are obviously a top priority in this move, with everything from play areas in the house to future schooling on their wish list.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have space in the garden to be able to play cricket, and possibly if there was a tree that was suitable to turn into a tree house, that'd be fantastic.
And this is not specific to do with the house, but it is important that there's a good primary school nearby. So that's something we definitely look quite closely into, is what catchment area we're in.
Tessa comes from a farming family, and their future aspirations involve cultivating country pursuits.
One thing I would like to possibly start doing is maybe sailing up at Rutland. I don't know whether we're going to have enough left over after our buying houses to afford to buy a dinghy, but it would be nice to maybe get into that, and something I could do with the boys as well.
We love entertaining, we love having friends around, and it's been a great excitement this summer to be able to use some things from our own garden. So perhaps if we have a veggie patch in our new house, we can, you know, maybe I'll even get into making jams. But maybe I'm a bit young for making jam.
With their finances in place, they know exactly how much they can afford to spend.
Budget for our move is £400,000.
Matt and Tessa would prefer their new home to be within a 20-minute drive of Peterborough, where Matt works. So while we're concentrating on Rutland, we might also be hopping over the borders to widen our search. Hi, well, welcome to Rutland, you two. So tell me, what first attracted you to this area?
Well, I mean, partly because I work in Peterborough, and at the moment the drive from Cambridge every day is quite a long one, and rather than spending time in the car, I'd like to spend it with Archie and Jack, our two little boys, really, if we could.
Now, how old are these boys?
At the moment, they're 15 months and nearly 3.
Ooh, got your hands full then.
Got our hands full, yep.
And now's the right time.
Now is the right time, absolutely, before they start school, so we can settle somewhere, find a good primary school, and hopefully make some new friends.
So Rutland is the smallest county in England, so are you set on this area, or are you prepared to open the net out a little bit?
We are happy to spread a little bit further. So one of the important things is Matt's commute, that he can have a smaller commute. So that does take in Northamptonshire, Lincolnshire, and just the edge of Cambridgeshire still as well.
So remind us what type of house you're ideally looking for.
Well, the most important things are that it's kind of a detached house with maybe 4 bedrooms and a big enough garden for the boys to run around in, maybe play a little bit of cricket.
Very nice. Tessa?
Open plan kitchen's quite important for me. We love entertaining, we love having friends to stay, so we want space for that.
OK, well, that seems pretty fair. And your budget?
We think we can go 400.
Yes.
If
we at a push, if it was perfect, 420,000.
Right, that's the ceiling.
That's the ceiling, absolute top.
So we've got 3 houses lined up to show you. I think you're going to enjoy this without having the little ones running around, but we'll be mindful of their needs as well when we're looking at the properties, one of which, of course, is our mystery house. So should we get started?
Let's get started.
Absolutely.
For their maximum budget of £420,000, Matt and Tessa are looking for a character family home with an open-plan kitchen, room for the children to play, space for Tessa to work from home, 4 bedrooms, and a large enclosed garden for cricket and growing vegetables. We found 3 lovely properties to tempt them with, and at each one I'll be asking them to guess the price tag. One, of course, is the mystery house, which could take their search to a whole new level. We're getting our property search underway 10 miles east of Oakham in the village of Great Casterton on the eastern edge of Rutland. This means Matt has just over a 20-minute drive to Peterborough for work, with good access via the A1. The village has over 360 residents, served by an impressive ironstone church dating back to the 13th century, a child-friendly pub, and for the future, there's a local primary school. Our first offering lies in the heart of the village. It's a limestone cottage dating back some 250 years with a Collie Western stone roof. We're taking our first look from the more secluded side of the property. So here is your very first cottage to view. What do you think?
Very pretty.
It's very, very pretty from this side, yeah, it is.
It was actually 3 cottages originally.
Yeah, it looks lovely.
It has been extended, you can probably see, but I'll explain a little bit more about that when we go round. There's actually been 2 extensions put on this property. It's Grade 2 listed.
Is it?
As you can see, it's been done extremely well.
Yes.
So, noise aside from the front road, should we step inside the house?
Let's have a look.
Come on. I hope Matt and Tessa can put aside the sounds of passing traffic, as the inside of this property offers them all the space they could wish for in a family home. So you've got the utility room, you've got a downstairs toilet, and then, how's this for a kitchen?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Come on up,
and
Matt.
open.
It's a decent size for a cottage, this kitchen. What do you think, Tessa?
I think it's a lovely kitchen. I think these cupboards are a little bit off-putting. It seems to split the room in half somewhat.
Yeah. They would be easy to remove. It's actually a supporting beam, which you couldn't. But if you took this out, I think with the work surfaces and everything here and the kitchen table there, it would give you a great size. Also, it gives you that open plan feel.
Yes, it would be much more open plan.
OK, should we continue?
Great.
Let's have a look through.
With a few alterations, the kitchen could really suit their needs. Now for the rest of the living space. Off the hall there's a formal dining room, and we're passing through one sitting room to have a look at what else this cottage offers. And you've got even more reception rooms through here. This house just keeps giving, doesn't it? As you walk through.
There's a lot of floor space actually between all the different rooms on this floor. They're just quite broken up by the stairs and the
By the walls.
and the kitchen.
You've got a reception room there, this reception room, that reception room, and then just round the corner, you've got a study.
Amazing. It's great to have a study. I could put all my business things in there, which is great. My boxes of cards.
Lots of space.
Yes. Yep.
Difficult to know what to do with it. Though.
Yeah, you've got to think about that, haven't you? While Matt and Tessa put on their thinking caps, we'll head upstairs to where there are 4 bedrooms, so plenty of space for both the boys to have a room of their own and also a spare room for any visiting guests. These all share an attractive tiled family bathroom, but we'll take a look at where they could be sleeping. Then through here is the 4th bedroom, which is the master, with an ensuite.
Great. And a lovely light room.
Yes.
Up in the eaves here, aren't we?
We are. So how do you feel about the inside of the property, the layout?
In our minds, we imagined a smaller village that was obviously just where we are, as close to Stamford and the A1, so it's not quite what we'd imagined.
Well, should we go back outside and look at the garden, and we'll talk a little bit more about the location? OK, Matt, if you want to lead the way, thank you. Matt's not convinced so far, but perhaps what's outside will sway his opinion. Along with space for the children to play, there's a wonderfully secluded entertaining area. What's more, there's the bonus of 3 garages. The way they've been built, they're double insulated. So if you actually wanted to make that into a workshop or a den for the children, it'd be quite easy to do.
OK. Yeah.
Not really big enough for a game of cricket, though, I don't think.
It's not, no. So you've seen the cottage, you've seen the garden, you've seen the garages. Time now to guess the price. Who wants to have a stab at it first?
I'm going to go for 375.
OK.
I was going to say exactly the same thing, yeah.
You are allowed to agree, you know. Our couples very rarely say the same price, but I'll let you have that one. Well, the asking price is £385,000.
OK, we weren't too far
Yeah,
off then.
yeah.
Not too far.
10,000 off, yeah.
There's a lot of positives, but I think there's too many things that detract from it at the moment.
All right, well, have another look around anyway, because as I say, I know you love the cottage inside, and I'll catch up with you when you're ready.
OK.
OK, thank you. Comfortably within budget at £385,000, This extended cottage could make a fantastic family home. With its large kitchen diner, 3 reception rooms plus a study for Tessa to work from home, 4 bedrooms and a secluded garden with an extensive garage block.
My first impressions of the house, as we walked up, I felt quite excited from the outside. I liked the look of it, particularly when we came round into the garden. It's a really pretty cottage. The style of the house is exactly as we were hoping for. The traditional limestone, the brickwork. The look of the property is spot on.
First impressions you get coming to this place is before you even get to the house itself, coming down the driveway, you can't get away from the noise of the A1, which is just behind. And the main road in front, which is, well, it's not a busy road, but it's certainly not a little lane.
OK, you've seen enough?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Lovely cottage, but shame about the location. Not quite right for us, unfortunately.
OK, well then let's continue. Fittingly, the motto of the compact county of Rutland is multum in parvo, meaning much in little. Not only is it home to England's largest man-made lake, but its modestly sized market towns are packed with character. For example, Uppingham is home to the Fat Stock Show, an annual livestock event now in its 106th year that is held in the market square. Nearby, close to the village of Pilton, some of the rarest and smallest livestock in the world are farmed and protected. As Tessa was brought up on a farm, we sent her and Matt to get a taste of the rural life she's been missing from Sam Goff, whose parents run the 40-acre Chater Valley farm. They have a variety of rare breeds and are Europe's leading breeder of miniature Hereford cattle.
Here you've got some miniature Herefords. This is Gulliver, he's our oldest one, he's 3 years. That's kind of about as big as he's going to get, which is not very big. And then the other 2 are Charlina and Cherry, who hopefully should be pregnant, and we should have our first natural miniature Herefords in about February time.
Great.
Excellent.
The Hereford breed are about 250 years old, started in the UK, and then they got exported to America. Where the fad of the time was actually bigger. And this one family in West Texas actually went against that and bred them smaller and smaller naturally.
Other rare breeds on this farm are miniature Falabella horses, which originate from Argentina, and grey-faced Dartmoor sheep.
I heard you've got some animals then, your parents.
Yes, yeah, I've grown up with horses and chickens and
Oh,
dogs.
that's great.
The breeds are chosen for their docile temperaments, as alongside a breeding programme, the long-term aim of the farm is to run a scheme using the animals as therapy for children with autism. Next stop for Matt and Tessa is a rare breed of pig.
This is a Mangalitsa called Mango. She's one of 2 big Mangalitzas that we've got, and she's got that curly coat, which in the winter time becomes really curly and looks like really sheepish and could be mistaken for more of a sheep than a pig, funnily enough.
And quite unusual in the UK, or?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's only 52 registered breeding Mangalitzas in the UK, so there's not a lot of them.
A descendant of the Lincolnshire curly-coat pigs, which became extinct in 1972, these blonde Mangalitzas originate from Hungary and were first imported into the UK in 2006. They share the space here on the farm with another rare breed of pig, the British saddleback.
Oh, they're really wiry.
They are, aren't they? They're not as soft as they look.
No.
I mean, this
Well, mind
one's
you, that
softer.
is definitely softer.
Let's get some pigs.
Yeah, get yourself a few micro pigs.
It's not very micro anymore, though, this one, is it?
If Matt and Tessa were after smaller pigs, they've come to the right place, as the farm's second Mangalitsa has just given birth to 8 piglets.
You want it?
Oh, look.
8 little guys.
Gorgeous.
I'm going to pop that in the next one out for you.
They've got incredible.
Cute little thing, eh?
We've given Matt and Tessa a real taste of Rutland country life with these rare breeds, and maybe some ideas for the future. But now, let's return to our search for their rural home. For our second house, we've crossed the border into Leicestershire to the village of Skeffington. Matt's drive to Peterborough would take around 45 minutes, and there are 2 local primary schools. A couple of miles away, the village of Bilston provides essential amenities such as a post office, a local pub, and a corner shop. Back on the outskirts of Skeffington, situated on a quiet lane, is our second property, a red brick modern build. So, here is your second property, completely different from something we showed you earlier on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Looks new build, is it?
It is. Built in 2001.
Much quieter.
Much quieter
Listen
location.
to the birds. Very nice.
Yeah. And no traffic.
Yep. Great.
Come on. The exterior may not have the historic character they would prefer, but the proportions inside are certainly impressive. So come on in, a little bit drier in here. So, as you've probably noticed, a very large hallway.
It's enormous, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
huge.
I can see our boys running, chasing each other through the doorways. Much more space than the last property.
That's a much better start. And as we explore further, I hope they'll appreciate that the size of this house is very workable for a young family. So the first room I want to show you is the reception room. Again, completely different
Very different, yep.
from our previous house. But you get the space, plenty of light, triple aspect, and views out onto your garden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's. I think it's much better proportioned than the last place. The size of the living room is very good.
And a wood burner, which you'll be
Yeah,
fan of.
absolutely. Keep us toasty warm.
And the size of the room, does this work for the furniture that you had in mind when you move? Because you're moving, you've got to move soon, haven't you?
We have got to move soon. We've sold our house, so the pressure's on. Yes, we will have to buy some more furniture. We only have one sofa, so we knew we were going to have to get some more. So yes, the size is good.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Good, OK, we'll continue. Leading off the hall is a large study, which would be perfect for Tessa to work from home. And there's also a formal dining area. But I'm going to show them the room I think they'll really appreciate, a live-in family kitchen.
Wow.
Right.
Gosh, fantastic kitchen. This is just the sort of thing I was hoping for.
Definitely no lack of space in here.
Yeah, what a great space.
And if this wasn't big enough, there's a utility room to the right.
Wow. It's amazing that that's another log burner in here, is it?
Yep, that's a wood burner.
Wood burner, yeah.
And it works as an oven and at the hob at the top as well.
Wow.
It's a great feature and it's staying as well.
Yeah. Amazing. Yeah, I could imagine doing a little bit of cooking in here, a little bit of entertaining. This is a family kitchen, definitely.
Absolutely.
So are you liking what you're seeing so far?
So far, yeah.
Well, the kitchen has sparked some real interest from Tessa, and I hope the upstairs keeps that enthusiasm simmering. The light, airy feel continues in the 4 generously sized bedrooms, providing plenty of storage and separate rooms for their sons, as well as a spare room for guests. They all share the very large family bathroom with shower, but we're heading past the huge landing to where Matt and Tessa would sleep. So, here's the master bedroom.
Very good size.
Another big
Yeah.
room. Yeah, they're all huge, aren't they?
And if you look at this room, it's got loads of storage. It's got the ensuite next door. And everywhere in this house, there's storage in the eaves. Absolutely everywhere. Yeah.
That's great. Something we're really missing in our house is storage, so that'll make a big difference.
So what do you think? What's the vibe that you're getting so far? Because I'm not sure. I can't read you two.
Because I don't think we can make up our minds.
We're keeping quiet. I'm finding it hard to put my finger on what it is I think about this house. It's sort of a bit difficult to look past, what's here already in terms of fixtures and fittings, to try and think how we would make it our own.
It is enormous. There is just so much space here, which is fantastic, which is what we're looking for. But I'm not quite sure what it is that isn't quite right. I can't quite put my finger on it.
Well, let's go out and see the garden, and then we'll talk about the price.
Okay, great.
Matt and Tessa are clearly struggling with how they could make their personal mark on this house. So can the garden win them round? It's wonderfully child-friendly, and there's definitely enough room for a children's cricket pitch. So, the all-important garden Comes to about 1/3 of an acre, but that includes the footprint of the house. And as we found out, it's a very big house.
This is a big house.
Well, let's see what the price is. How much is it on the market for?
I was going to guess 390.
Oh, I'm going to say 400 at least.
I'm going to tell you, it is at the top of your budget. It's just slightly over at £425,000.
Is it?
I thought it was going to be top of the budget. You know, big garden, masses of space inside. It doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
And that does make a bit of a difference.
Yeah. OK, we'll have another look around. It'll take you forever. Those bedrooms are enormous.
Yeah.
And just have one more look. Have a think, you know, is this the type of house that would work for the two of you with the young family growing up?
Yep.
I'll see you in a little while. I'm not going to be out here too long because it's raining. Off you go.
Thank you.
Priced a touch over budget at £425,000, a sensible offer on this generous family home would bring it within reach. It provides them with a huge family kitchen, a large sitting room for socialising, and 4 bedrooms. Outside gives them an extensive garden with a village and schools on their doorstep.
One of the main things about this house, because it is a really good family home, is that it's very much at the top end of our budget. In an ideal world, we would love to have this space. It's not too much at all. The space is wonderful, and I wouldn't change that at all.
The house is obviously new build, and we've not ruled that out. We would like a house with a bit of character, traditional feel to it, but at the end of the day, you do get a gut feel for a place, and it just hasn't really made either Tessa or I feel like we wanted.
All right, you two, back out in the rain, I'm afraid. So that's the second of our 2 houses today. So I think the weather's so bad we should call it a day. And then tomorrow, of course, is our mystery house. So shall we go?
Let's go.
As dusk falls over the Rutland landscape, the first day of our property search comes to a close. With a budget of £420,000, Matt and Tessa are looking to escape the city of Cambridge and put down roots in the Rutland countryside with their young family. The 2 properties they've seen so far have struggled to meet their desire for a character family home in a good village location. Coming up, the mystery house offers a different view.
This garden is phenomenal. It's really brilliant.
And I meet a modern miller who single-handedly restored a 19th century windmill. Well, our house search here in Rutland with Matt and Tessa hasn't quite gone according to plan. Yesterday, we showed them 2 very different properties which, in all honesty, didn't hit the mark. But what has become clear is this move is all about their children. So will the mystery house be the child-friendly family home they so crave? For our mystery property, we've crossed the border into Lincolnshire, close to the market town of Bourne, meaning just over half an hour's drive to Peterborough for Matt's work. This historic town has plenty of amenities. Its impressive town hall is Grade 2 listed, and its market charter was granted in 1729. So what better place than the market to find out more about what's on offer here from trader Bill Pawley. So Bill, you're local to this area. How long have you had a market stall?
30 years.
Oh, a long time.
Yeah.
Long time. So how often is there a market here?
Twice a week, Thursdays and Saturdays.
All selling fantastic local produce.
Plenty of good local produce. Keep the local economy going, yeah.
Well, Matt and Tessa are thinking of moving to this area.
Good place to move to.
We've got young children. Can you tell us what there is for young people around here to do?
Plenty to do. There's sports, rugby, football, cricket. Swimming. There's an outdoor swimming pool, very good. There's not many left, you know, the outdoor swimming pool.
And the schools. Are the schools good around here?
Very, very good schools. A lot of people move to Bourne because the schools are of high quality schools. Really, really good.
All these things you have to bear in mind, don't you?
Yes.
The catchment, the school catchment area, critical. Well, Bill, thank you very much indeed.
No problems
Let's hope the
whatsoever.
sun continues shining today.
Yeah, and I keep selling.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, good news about the schools, but what about the house? We're heading 3 miles southeast of Bourne to the village of Eddenham to find our mystery property. And it's a bit of a gamble, as we'll be trying to tempt Matt and Tessa with a building style they've never considered before. So here we are in Lincolnshire for your third and final property, our mystery house.
Certainly a surprise.
You might guess why it's our mystery property. Do you want to help me with that one?
Seems to be all on one floor.
It is one level living, a bungalow, but a huge bungalow. And what I would like you to do is to keep an open mind, because I think there's many elements to this property that standing here, you really can't see.
OK.
Should we get started?
Let's get started.
We definitely delivered the unexpected with this one, but I do hope Matt and Tessa will give this property a chance, as it could provide the open-plan family spaces they're after. So let's start off with the first reception room. So I gave a little bit away there, didn't I? First reception room. What do you think?
Very, very sweet, very homely. It's all, yeah, again...
It's a good size. It's a good size, nice looking out onto the garden, nice bay window there.
So you've got this as a small reception room. Well, actually, it's quite a good size.
Great.
Should we continue?
Yeah.
A muted response so far, but that could all change when they see the main family living area. So you've seen one reception room.
My goodness.
Amazing.
Here's the second.
It's huge,
Wow,
isn't it?
it's huge. Yeah, it's a fantastic space.
You've got your reception room here, which has been divided up into a dining space as well. Access to the garden, so much light, so many windows, and your kitchen conveniently next door in that open plan feel. Bit of an L shape going on. And then there's a door just to the left with a utility room with access outside as well.
Amazing.
It's
yeah,
just the sort of thing we were looking for.
It's fantastic.
The kitchen's great.
Yeah, the
Look at
kitchen's
that.
really lovely.
They've done that well. And so much light.
And we were really thinking of the boys.
Yeah, absolutely. That is the most perfect play area there.
It's
Yeah.
just-
And eating all in one, it is a really lovely room.
So things are looking up for this property, and it delivers on everything else they're after inside too, with a study at the front of the house for Tessa. There are 3 bedrooms, 2 of which look out onto the back garden and could suit the boys. What's more, there's a shower room and a modern family bathroom. But we're heading for the front of the house and the room which could be Matt and Tessa's. This is the master.
Plenty of storage.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good size, this bedroom.
So how do you feel about the boys being literally just next door?
It's convenient when they're little, obviously, for the kind of getting up in the night time just at the moment, but when they're a bit older, when they've got the music on, they're definitely not having a drum kit. Yeah.
But this works for you?
Yes, yeah,
Definitely.
this works.
OK, well, I'll let you explore the house on your own. So let's go outside. Let's look at that all-important garden
Yep.
space
Yeah, very
where they
excited
might
about seeing
play.
that. OK.
And that cricket match, you're desperate, aren't you?
Absolutely.
Go on, I'll follow you. Some positive reactions to our mystery property, but really, this is all about the outside space. The child-friendly garden comes in at around an acre and offers fantastic views of the surrounding countryside. So, the all-important garden.
It's fantastic.
It is fantastic garden, really
Absolutely
good size.
Enormous. And straight onto fields as well, which is what we said
Yeah.
we wanted.
That tree is perfect to be made into a tree house, don't you think?
Impossible, yeah,
Yeah.
impossible.
Double garage.
Certainly good for a swing anyway, that will make them happy.
I mean, it is a fantastic space.
Yeah, it really is. And that outside decking area is amazing. I love
Brilliant,
that
isn't
for
it?
eating outside. Really good.
But have you got enough money? How much is this house on the market for?
I'm going to go for 400,000.
I'm just guessing that as we're slightly further into Lincolnshire, it might be slightly less. I'm going to say 390.
You're both under. It's £420,000.
All right.
Goodness.
Hasn't been on the market very long.
OK. Well, it does have a huge amount of space. This garden is phenomenal. It's really brilliant.
Yeah. Would you like to go and have another look around?
We'd love to.
Yeah.
And really think about this garden, because I know it's so important to you, and the location with the school and everything else. See you in a
Great.
little while.
See you in a bit.
We always like to surprise people, and I think this property has certainly done that. Priced at £420,000, Our mystery property is at the top end of their budget, but with some imagination, has all the makings of a great family home. It gives them a fantastic open-plan living space, a dedicated study, 3 bedrooms, and nearly an acre of garden, all wrapped up in a location which is good for schools.
So the big positive for this place is definitely the garden that comes with it, and the amount of land and the openness and the fact that it backs onto fields. There's views in all directions. It's a lovely quiet spot. This garden really is spot on.
This house has challenged my perceptions, and it's made me realise that the old cliche, you should never judge a book by its cover, because this does offer us the sort of living that we would like. It's just that it's not the traditional style that we had dreamt of.
Hello, you two. Well, that was definitely the best house tour out of the 3, wasn't it?
I think safe to say.
Yeah. Should we go and have a little chat somewhere?
Yep.
Come on. Like its neighbouring counties, Rutland's relatively flat terrain has made it the ideal location for wind-powered technology. Of the 7 historic windmills the county is home to, most have been converted for residential use. Only one of them is still a fully functional tower mill. In fact, this windmill at Whissendine is one of the last remaining 19th century working windmills in the entire country. The 60-foot mill was built in 1810 and ceased to work in the early 1920s. It stood idle for over 70 years until it was bought by artisan miller Nigel Moon, who aimed to restore it. It took nearly 14 years until he first ground wheat here in August 2009. With the machinery now fully in action, I've come to meet him to find out more about this miller's tale of restoration. So how much work have you actually had to do to restore the windmill back to its former glory?
Well, basically, below the top of the tower, it was basically complete. That's how it was in the 1960s, when they just put the new hat on, which kept it dry for all those years. And then the whole tower had to be completely repointed from top to bottom. And as you can see, it was all scaffolded. There were about 7 men on it for 6 months.
And is the windmill listed?
Yeah.
It is.
It's a Grade 2 star.
Well, I would love to see how you turn wheat into flour. Nigel runs this mill practically single-handedly, but his mum Ruth, who's 94 years old, helps bag the flour for him and is always on hand. So Nigel's gone back down to the ground floor to bag up some wheat, and we're going to actually start the whole process. And apparently, if I pull this lever here, this bit of string, it's going to come shooting up through this trap door, goes over here, and then the whole process starts. So let's see how Miller Chapman gets on. Nigel, I'm ready. Here goes. I've got to pull on this as hard as I can. It's heavy. This is so heavy, I can't tell you. Any second now, it's going to come through the trap door. Here it comes. Oh, and there, ladies and gentlemen, is my wheat. So once the wheat has been winched up using the power of the wind, the next step is grinding it.
That's the little hopper which I'm using, and that stores the wheat. And then the little wooden spring, you can see it's tapping, and that shakes the grain in very gradually into the millstone, and it's slowly ground up. And then what comes out on the edge is wholemeal flour.
Right.
And then it drops down a pipe to the floor below to what we call the dresser, which is just a big drum with a fine mesh on it. And that simply takes off the coarse bits if we're making white flour. And then the white flour then drops down another pipe and arrives on the ground floor.
Nigel produces up to 2 tons of organic flour each week, depending on demand, with a little help from Mum, of course. You're very passionate about being a miller. Why is it so important to preserve our mills?
Well, they've got something to contribute. I mean, when you get a wind, it's all environmentally sound. It's local production. Very often you're buying from local farmers. So, you know, it's sort of the money goes round in the local economy.
Nigel, thank you very much indeed.
Pleasure.
Thank you. It's been fascinating meeting Nigel and seeing this old tower mill back in action. But it's time to find out if Matt and Tess have made a decision on any of the properties we showed them. I think I know what the answer's going to be. Well, Matt and Tessa, that's it. Our tour of the Rutland area. We managed to take in Lincolnshire and Leicestershire as well, is over. Let's go with the first property that we showed you, that beautiful old cottage. Tell me what you thought.
It was a great place. I think hard to ignore the road noise.
It was a beautiful property. There's no other way to describe it. However, the layout of it didn't seem quite right for us, and the garden, the actual grassy bit, was very small. Beautiful little outside sitting area, but just not quite right for children at the moment.
So we then decided to show you something completely different. Took you to a new build. We crossed a border as well, didn't we? Into Leicestershire. Brand new property, very, very different from the first.
You had found us a property that had everything we were asking for. A beautiful big kitchen, 4 enormous bedrooms, huge landing, huge hallway, but it was just a bit too far away. 40
Slightly
minutes.
too far away, and also the garden being kind of narrow and hemmed in. I mean, I know we could have done something with those hedges, but it was still just didn't quite fit the bill.
Yeah.
And because it was at the top of our price range, it was too much to go, to compromise on.
So we then have to talk about our mystery house, picked for Jack and Archie, not for the two of you at all, because they would have loved it, wouldn't they?
It really was. And if Archie and Jack could have chosen a house, they would have chosen that house, definitely.
I think if we had to pick one out of the 3, it would definitely be the mystery house, just for the huge garden, the fields behind and the village setting. It was very peaceful.
So how do you feel about one level living? That's how I've renamed it.
My initial reaction was, oh no, a bungalow. And I have to say my heart sank when I saw it. But the house really did redeem itself. We walked up and I saw how big the garden was and how fantastic the space was inside. And I could imagine, I did think of the boys running around and things. I'm just not sure it's the house for us for the next 5 to 10 years, which is a shame because it's got so much going for it, but it really is at the top of our budget as well.
We're going to continue to search in the area south of Rutland Water, possibly into Northamptonshire as well as the other surrounding counties you mentioned.
Well, all the best with it, with the boys as well. Enjoy. Let us know how you get on. And I'm sorry we didn't get close.
Well,
but
thank you. Thank you very much for all your hard work. It was great fun.
Thank you. Having already sold their house in Cambridge, time really is of the essence for Matt and Tessa. And it's such a shame we couldn't find them that perfect family home here in Rutland. But by the sounds of things, they're prepared to move here, rent, and to continue the search themselves. So we wish them the very best of luck. Until next time, bye-bye. If you'd like to escape to the country in Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland or England and need our help, please apply online at bbc.co.uk/Be On A Show.